do is they just mic this, and they put it through the big PA system. So if I was to play Madison Square Garden, this is all I would need, but you wouldn't hear this. You would hear through their system, but it's all electric. Yeah, but usually we bring what's appropriate for the room. We know it's a small room. Plus, like I said, it's raining out. So this is nice. And actually, what I could do, this has 2 inputs. I can actually play through just this. And also, to even show you how much he's gone into it, there's a little switch over here. It makes it mono, which means I don't have to split the sound. I can actually just plug in one thing. But you won't be able to get the stereo sounds.
Now, does the guitar, Chapman Stick, is that from standard, like your mono and your thing, or is that like...
No, this is special stuff. This is actually the top-of-the-line electronics. Basically, the instrument, it's a 10-string model and a 12-string model. This is a 12-string model. They also make an 8-string that has a body to it that's more like a bass. You can get different kinds of electronics. That's where the expense changes. The basic 10-string entry level with a basic pickup is $2,000. They go up to about $3,800. This one's custom made because you can see the inlays. That doesn't come. Usually comes with a little dot. And that's it. So I had Mr. Chapman cut this piece of wood, sent it to an inlay artist in Michigan. We worked out the details. He put the inlays in. He wanted to do a whole bunch of things, and I said, you can't because I won't be able to play it. You have to visually see something. Like this dot over here, which is actually the Earth, because these are all the planets. It's an important dot. I have to see where that is when I'm playing. So if you take away, it's like, if you get to your corner and that house is not on the corner anymore, you won't make that right turn. So it's kind of like a visual landmark. And he wants to put stars and galaxies. I go, oh, play it. So, yeah, the dots, which are the planets, I don't know if you can see them back there. That's Saturn. That's on the 2nd fret. So every 5 frets is another planet. There's another planet over here. Nice sun over here. We still have Pluto because he made this before Pluto was banished. Cool little thing. So, the inlay stuff that's electric. That's not part of the deal.
I have a quick question on the tuning. The bass is going left
This way.
and then to the right. Yeah, so it's tuned in fifths.
These are all in fourths.
Guitars in fourths.
Right. You're all old enough to remember the original outer limits.
Yeah.
It's all fourths. And these are fifths.
Those are fifths.
And now, if you know your music, a 4th and a 5th reverse is the same note. So a C down, here's a 4th down from C. C, G, D. On the bass side, C, G, D going up. They're going in opposite directions. The letter names are the same. So when you do this, the octaves are shifting, but it's actually the same note. And just to show you also the genius behind the instrument, because those are the same, you can actually play unisons like this. They're not unisons, because this one went up. But it sounds like the same note. And here's the cool part. When you play that on piano like that, your hands are like this. So your thumb and your pinky, now my hands are reversed, so it's the same fingers. Now you know that song, which you heard this. In the bass it went. So the octaves change when I change strings, but you don't realize it. And I've had great bass players say to me, how did you do that? Not telling me it's just part of the instrument. I'm not trying to do anything. The hard part is actually playing the right octaves. But when you do it like this, it's actually got some cool counterpoints. So the layout of the strings, even though it looks confusing, makes a lot of sense once you get to know it. I just taught somebody last week his first stick lesson, and he's already playing music. Yeah, it's not that hard. If you want to get one, this is a major chord. Everywhere. Same finger. So once you learn that shape, and you just get this going. And you learn a little scale in the right hand. Second best stick player on the mountain. There's actually quite a few. Not a few, maybe 10. Something like that. And I've given clinics on this thing all over the world. I've been to Japan, Europe, Canada, Hawaii, which is nice. And now because of the internet, I actually give lessons of this on Skype. So I can teach somebody in Australia. Because before that, what they used to do is organize a seminar. somebody would organize it, they'd hire a teacher, myself or one of the few teachers around the world. We'd go there, they'd have 15 students or whatever. We'd do like a master class. Now I got one tomorrow, I'm teaching a guy all the way in New Jersey. He doesn't want to make the trip to my house. Anyway, any other questions about the instrument?
Are you able to do the Spanish guitar sound on that?
I can play Spanish notes, but you're not getting that flamenco sound. Because when you do that,
Yeah.
I can simulate it, but it's not the same. Yeah, it's not really a bluesy instrument either. So there's certain things, not yet. I mean, there are people who can do it, but because it's so young now, it's still trying to find its own voice. So there are other players. There's somebody in France named Andre Palat. He plays Chopin on this. This guy Bob Culbertson, he actually does play some Spanish classical. But you have to find the technique to do it. It's just, again, piano players and guitar players can play the same notes, but they have their own technique to get a certain sound. This has no history. You know, even though it's 38 years, that's a short amount of time with very few players. So the guitar has evolved. You know, flamenco, there's a classical, you got rock, you got blues, and the population has found all that stuff. There's no population for this. So if you look up Bob Culbertson, he does Malaguini, he does a couple of things. I haven't gone that route yet. But if you go to stick.com is the website for the instrument. And if you just go to YouTube and type in Chapman Stick, you'll see all the better players. And some not so good. But it's weird because YouTube, you know, somebody's got a phone, they take a picture and they take a video, and all of a sudden you're on YouTube and you don't even know it. And it's shaky and it's dark, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's some nice professional videos also on YouTube. So, anyway, any Beatle fans? You all grew up with the Beatles, right? We're going to try some of that in a swing style.